I've been involved in the investigation of hundreds of literal breaches, from everything from Veterans Administration to Hotels.com to LexisNexis to ChoicePoint. In every breach I've ever been involved in, it's always because someone internally has done something they weren't supposed to do. They read an email they shouldn't have read, they went onto a site they shouldn't have gone on. There is no master criminal sitting in Hong Kong or somewhere around the world and he's hacking into these systems. Anytime you interrogate a great hacker, they will tell you that I don't have the ability to get through that technology. However, there are 10,000 employees there, so eventually someone's going to do something they're not supposed to do, and that's going to open the door for me to get in, and that's exactly what happened. So a perfect example is I live in South Carolina. Last year, someone hacked into the tax revenue office and stole 3.5 million tax records of the citizens of South Carolina. That was their entire return. So not only did they get all their Social Security numbers, but the Social Security numbers of their children. If they paid their taxes by check, they got an image of their check so they knew where they banked, their account number, how the check was signed. If they used a credit card, they got the credit card number. At first, the state said, we didn't do anything wrong. Someone hacked into the system. When I was interviewed about it, I said, that's impossible. Someone had to have done something at the tax revenue office they shouldn't have done. And sure enough, after a month of an investigation, it turned out that's exactly what happened. So I find it interesting when I go out to a company to speak. One of the things I do is I pull up in the rent-a-car of the parking lot and I throw a bunch of sticks onto the ground that say confidential, and then I go in to speak. And at about lunchtime, I open my laptop and I see all these people who've looked at those sticks, which actually say, this is a test and you failed. But I go to explain to them what I could have done by them opening up that stick. So it's amazing, but it's very important to train and educate people the importance of not doing those things.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the Radio Vault. Merry Christmas. I'm Henry Chop, your host, and we are going to have a Christmas marathon of old-time radio. We are going to start at 1930 and go, well, who knows what year we're going to end with, but we are going to go in chronological order and listen to old-time radio beginning in 1930 and working our way year by year all the way up to who knows where I'll end. I'm just going to go until maybe 24, maybe even 36 hours ends. We're going to see. I'm working on the uploads now, so we'll see where we end. You are definitely in for a treat. So put another log on that fire. Maybe it's a TV fire like what you're watching now. But let's listen to some old-time radio. We are going to start at 1930, and it is rare to have old-time radio recorded in 1930. There's just not a whole heck of a lot out there. But I was able to find one Christmas program from 1930 and one from 1931 only. The 1930 program was the Empire Builders, and the 1931 program was a production of A Christmas Carol, the earliest known production of A Christmas Carol on radio. So you are going to want to stick around for those as we start out in the middle of the 1930 was the beginning of the Great Depression. As we start out, at least we're going through the Great Depression year by year. Then we're going to go through World War II year by year, then the post-war years and the era of prosperity in the 50s. And hopefully, if we have enough time, we're going to go into the 60s a little bit. So, and maybe even into the 70s. I also have stuff from the 80s, but we'll see if we get that far. So definitely going to want to stick around for all of this wonderful Christmas stuff. And I want to thank all of you guys for a wonderful year this year. It has been great, and the channel has grown nicely. And you know what? If I do a New Year's Spectacular, which I'm thinking about, I'll thank you guys then. Okay. But I can't thank you enough before that. All right, and have a Merry Christmas.
What is the secret of this enchanted book? What wonders are hidden within its pages? What magical spell does it cast on all who read it? What is the secret of the never-ending story.
But that's impossible!
You will enter a world where a young boy's imagination becomes a vivid reality. The world of Atreyu and Artax, the Rockbiter, and a good and kind gnome. A world that is vast and eternal, treacherous and dazzling, unforgettable and free. For anyone who's ever made a wish, believed in a fantasy, or had a dream, this is the never-ending story.
Hello, how are you? Hope you're good. I just want to take videos, man. Yeah. Okay, this is the plantain he was talking.
So for the fish, yes, the size, medium. Not very, not.
And it's still wow. Size ya katikati. So amewashingapi na kwa 20. So wale wa kilo moja. Yeah, medium size.
Okay.
Safari is for the lady, Kilimanjaro. No, Kilimanjaro for the lady. Kilimanjaro for me.
And this
And
mountain
my cup,
Kilimanjaro.
Yes.
This one is Safari Museum.
This
Animal.
safari in
Yeah.
Tanzania. Okay. Wow.
This one is Mountain Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
And this one is Safari.
Yes. This is what. That's what I wanted. Tilapia. This is just in the south.
You mix it.
Yes. Is it good? That's how we do in Cameroon. You can taste it.
You mix Safari.
Yes. Safari and Coke.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, don't drink.
You don't drink beer.
Don't drink beer.
Thank you very much. This
So in
is,
Cameroon,
this is
you
so
have same
nice.
fish like this one?
Same fish, yes, we do have.
I like this fish.
Tilapia. This is just like
in
a
the
Cote
south,
d'Ivoire and chicken. This is strong. Burning plantain and fish.
So this one, is it roasted or is it?
It's
There's
roasted.
roasted, and there's, that one is not roasted.
Fried.
This one is fried.
Roasted. But there's a roasted. The roasted, they're using it with the garlic, this white porridge, the rice.
Yeah. But this one is fried.
It's fried.
It looks like roasted.
No, they fried and then they just braise it on fire.
Yeah. The flies want to eat too.
Like Mali.
Flies will be following you.
So you went to Johannesburg for mining.
Johannesburg.
I mean, Pretoria.
Pretoria.
For
No,
mining.
no, from in Pretoria, I went by the time when we stopped here drilling.
Oh.
So for me, I was working drilling oil and gas. We were doing drilling oil
Okay.
and gas. Then we stopped. For me, when we stopped, we were about
To go take care of your wife, you go on our app and you book a nurse. You see? And then you pay to us. And then when the nurse take care of your wife, you pay the nurse.
You guys will pay the nurse.
Yes.
Number 10. Self-healing concrete. Concrete is one of the most important construction materials that's used around the world and is second to water in terms of the most consumed material. Amazingly, twice as much concrete is used in construction than everything else combined. This works out to be the equivalent of more than 3 tons per person in the world each year. The problem is that even though it's a tough and durable material, it's susceptible to wear and tear and can develop cracks and holes that affect its stability. In the long term, this means that it either needs to be maintained or replaced to avoid disaster, which can be a costly endeavor. But researchers have come up with a new solution: self-healing concrete. By adding bacterial spores to the concrete mix, along with a food source like yeast extract, an amazing thing happens. When the concrete cracks, the bacteria are exposed to oxygen and water and begin to consume the food and multiply, and then produce calcium carbonate or limestone as a byproduct. This in turn seals the crack again, and if done right, means that you won't even be able to see where the crack had formed in the first place. For small openings, the process can be completed with around 14 days, and it'll prevent them from widening and becoming a greater problem. Soon, it's expected that virtually all concrete will incorporate technology like this, and the days of potentially dangerous faults will be over.
Catch the latest Potter Puppet Pals first.
Guys, I am dead now, right? That's the only thing that could possibly explain what I'm seeing right now. I've died, and I'm in some sort of otherworldly realm, or I know, I'm dying, and this is an effect of the last molecules of oxygen leaving my brain. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, you're dying.
Well.
Hey, it's Lord Helmet.
Disco Stew.
Disco Stew is Art Carney now.
God. I suppose you want to see my identification?
No, I'm off duty. I've come to look around your shop.
Oh, good. Look around. Browse around. Make yourself at home.
Oh, Art.
As you can see, I've got just about everything a man or Wookiee would want.
Wookiee shampoo, Wookiee tampons.
Oh, yeah. Let me show you this. I really love this.
You wouldn't happen to have a nice, moderately priced explanation for just what in the name of hell is going on, would you?
No.
Here we are.
Thank you.
A pocket-sized aquarium. Wonderful, isn't it?
You know, wonderful, judging by rather loose 1978 standards.
And you can take it with you anywhere. And the tank is a snap to clean.
I hate fish.
So do I, as a matter of fact. I take a drink once in a while.
Hey, no improving. Stick to the nonsensical script.
I just thought I'd show you some of the stupid stuff those Wookiees purchased from me. Oh, there.
Let me show you my truss.
There's a hot little item that seems to be moving pretty rapidly.
It's the poetry of Rod McEwen.
Excuse me. Got a wall screen customer. Good to see you again. Don't say a word, madam. I know just why you're calling. You're wondering when that shaggy carpet you ordered will arrive at your home.
Or are you waiting on a big shipment of Lucas humor?
You know, it was made especially for you by a little old woman 4 planets away.
Oh, Ed Norton.
She did it all by herself. In fact, you might say she did it by hand. Solo.
I suppose punching Art Carney right now is not possible.
He died in 2003.
Oh, that's too bad. I wanted to punch him, kind of wake him back up.
There, Bill. We all want to punch Art Carney.
Feel bad about it, but I really want to punch him.
You're welcome.
Call me if you're ever short on annoyance.
What's the matter? Would you like this?
Just a groomer.
Just a groomer.
A groomer.
Just a groomer, you say?
Evil Ned Flanders disapproves.
It's a lot more than that. Evidently, you haven't read the instructions of the warranty and the guarantee. Besides shaving and hair trimming, it's guaranteed to lift stains off clothing, faces, and hands. Cleans teeth, fingers, and toenails, washes eyes, pierces ears, calculates, modulates, and syncopates life rhythms, and can repeat the entire Imperial Penal Code, all 17 volumes, in half the time of the old XP21.
Is he part turtle?
Just the thing to keep you squeaky clean. I use one of these all the time.
Eat my mustache.
Really?
Well, not all the time, but some of the time.
Good comeback.
You can recharge it by simply plugging it into any ordinary laser outlet.
I'll take it.
Good, I thought you would. Now, would you like to pay me something for it, or give me something in trade?
I said I'll take it.
All right, gotta go kill some younglings now. See ya.
I thought I might embarrass you when I told you to accept it as a gift. I don't like embarrassing people.
Shaming myself, no problem.
I don't like being embarrassed myself. That's why I don't like to embarrass people. I just said that.
Academy Award winner Art Carney, ladies and gentlemen.